2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. Let me show you something that just came to mind. Irregardless of what it is, it will impact the vision on how we think and question our next questions towards whatever it is. Here's where it goes. We start off with the numbers 9, 1, 5. The numbers 9, 1, 5 actually start out when we come to the word lion, when we come to the word Zion, when we come to the word billion, when we come to the word trillion. When we look at this word and we, irregardless to the dots of the period over the line above, this would actually make 1, 0. 1014 is 114, and that is the hand of Abraham. Abraham becomes a pig. Pigs got 3 houses. They're involved in the 3 regions of the 3 worlds and are connected by the 18 little titlons that are on the sow. The sow is the female and the boar is the male. So this becomes the pig, and the pig becomes number 18, 666. Beware, Jews don't eat the pig. When we get 1, 0, and we actually get 1, 6, and 5, okay? But we actually get 9, 1, and 5 because this is I-O-N. 9, 1, and 5. Now, why do we get 9, 1, and 5? Because the O is 1 and 5 is 6, and the N, okay, is 1 and 4 is 5. So we end up with 9, 1, 5, okay? And the reason I actually end up with 9, 1, 5 is 9, okay, plus 15. The letter O is 15, okay? 9, 15. 9, 1, 5, I, A, and E. I, A, and E is 1, 9, 5. 1, 9, 5. As we see it up over here. 1, 9, 5. Or how about 9, 15? We're going to do 315, which is just like 135, which is just like 9 times 15. We're going to do 225, which is just like 3 times 75 equals 225. 2 times 25 equals 50. 25 plus 25 equals 50. 2 times and 2 times the number and 2 plus of the same number will equal to the same number. So 2 and 2 will always double up to the same answer as a multiple and an add. Where do we get 375 from? I do not know. But 375, or 6 hours, 360, and 15 minutes, 375. This word comes into the word gun. And I know Messer's got a whole lot of stuff marked up about this stuff. Then we go to 915. When we go to 915, 9 hours at 60 minutes is 540, plus 15 makes the 555 world. 915. I and O, zillion, million, trillion, Zion, wherever else you want to go. You want to go to the N? 1-4 is putting you in, okay, A and N of your choice. N and A, North America, the year of North America. Okay, so we went 315, we went 615, and we went 915. Earth, Saturn, Pluto. So we had a total of 18 hours and 45 minutes. 18 hours, in which is actually supposed to only be multiplied by 12 and 12 on each side. I will multiply all 18, in which actually when we have 1845, we should actually only be using 6 hours and 45 minutes. And we can't actually use 645s because everyone is on the 5. When everyone lands on the 5, everyone is landed on the center. So we must remove 3 or 4 of the 5. If we came up with new, remove 1 from here because it's on the center, 1 from here, it's on the center, 1 from here. Irregardless to the fact, 915 to 195 to 915. 615 doesn't change, okay, to 315 to 135, which is 9 times 15. Just showing you how time and minutes and different combinations of thinking inside the letters of I and O, which if you look at it, it says 10. 10 and the letter N, which is 14, which is the cross, which is 24, the 24 hours of the day. T and N, 10, okay, is the letter T-E-N. It's 39 and 14. This becomes electric company and the ion. This becomes 5, 5, 5. 5 by 5 by 5 equals 35. 3 by 5, 3 plus 5 equals 15 and 8, 23. Creation of 5, 5, 5. So anyways, that's how we get to this little dilemma over here. So ion and million and billion and Zion all has to do with whatever else the combinations of these numbers do, which is 3/4. Number 45, 54, which is electric company, which is connected over somehow to Mars within your own mind and central computer into Jupiter, making it the DE and CE, 3, 5 and 4, 5, the sun connected to it. Okay, Saturn of the Mercury, Jupiter, egg. 15 ions. 3-prong connection or a tree-prong connection. Let's tie up to the earth. If we went 6, 1, and 5, 6 times 15 equals to 90. 6 times 5 is 30, creation. 11 plus 30 in creation equals to 41, which is go to go would be 41. But this total, 5 by 6 is 30, plus 6 and 5 is 41, plus 1. That's right. You're back in the Middle East, the Mediterranean. And this is the number that brings you there. 65 is the communication. 1 and 5 is when you hold. How can I explain to you? When you hold like this, to the back side with these fingers, it's all stupid. It's all stupid. It's how we hold the glass. Why do we have to know how we hold the glass? For some sort of invention that came up while the guy was looking at his hand, holding his glass. He says, that's the way I have to do it. And that's the way he did it. And it came to the day and we go, nah, that's stupid. No one would ever hold their glass like that. And it drops on the floor and it breaks. But I'm supporting it with my pinky, the littlest of all guys. I balance it in the front with my thumb. I have it on the outside with these 3 fingers, and I'm holding it up with my pinky. What 1 does, what 3 does, what 1 does. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Have I forgot to do anything else? How the M folds on the inside. This is what I came up with here next. Here's a highway system and the way we build letters. Here's 3 brackets. Did you know that this, okay, if this was a highway and this was north and south and this was east and west, do you know what this bracket is? That's right. This is a north-south bracket, okay, aiming east and west. So I want to show you something that I designed just a couple of minutes ago. Where is this? Where is this? I just designed this just a few minutes ago. I showed you the unit. You showed you the unit and the markings. Okay, we're not going to go over that. Okay, so now what I wanted to show you here is number 10 and number, wow, how come I can't find it? Yes, here it is. Here it is. Here's an I and here's an I. Okay, I said this is going to be east and west, and this is going to be north and south. So if I mark the I this way, which is the 2 brackets, or if I turn them this way, which look part to be of the ant or the part of the fleur-de-lis where I do not have the arms on each side, that if I did have the arms on each side of the fleur-de-lis, right? We'd actually have the mustache, which is in the center, which is actually the arm of 1/2 of the fleur-de-lis, which can be the beak of a bird of the 2 looking in each direction. But no, all it is 2 arms that connect the plank, to walk the plank, to get to the other plank, to get to the other side. 1 and 3 were supported by 2. You put the line across because there is a fictitious line that divides the 2 differences of one is land and water, and you cross to the other side. MB. But in this side, you're going east and west on Highway 10, which the I is pointing north and south. So what is north of Highway 10 and what is south of Highway 10? And where is the next I between the holding of the bridge? And where are there bridges or tunnels? Just like this one up over here. 0 towards this way and towards this way. Raphael 7286 and the constellation of Pegasus. I thank you for watching. For whatever this video may have brought to you, it is the exhaustion from within myself. I'm bipolar. Doesn't anybody know I'm bipolar? Now, what is bipolar, and how can we correct the delusions that a bipolar has because he's high, because he's low? What does it take to be high? What does it take to be low? And I'm not talking to low depressed. I'm talking low and you can't even connect to the world. And that's the thing. You can't connect. But when you do connect, and this is how I connect, I feel that it's so goddamn true. Sorry to express myself, but this is so true that I feel a part of it. But then not being delusional, but being so far off that we see how separated and so how out of sync this world is for the understanding of the reality of what we are actually doing here, what we're supposed to be doing. I cannot hurt my neighbor. I cannot hurt my neighbor. I cannot even hurt a fly because you're not supposed to be doing that. Is that so hard to having a few rules? If you don't break any of the rules or you break all the rules, if you break the rules and you jump off the bridge, guess what happens? You broke one of the rules not to do it, but you're scared so you won't break that rule, right? But if you break any other rule, it's just like breaking that rule. So I'm bipolar and I need a paint and my mind is always working. I have broken loose, okay? I have broken loose. Boom. It's gone. It was inside my spirit. Now it's apart from my spirit. Now my spirit is free rolling and it's rocking because it never stops. You have to control it like you control the keyboard with your hands or your mouth towards your computer if you're speaking. You must control it. This is a bipolar energy. It comes from somewhere else. And when you don't control it, the ball goes up and it goes down, but it never sits on your head like the hat. You have to adjust the bipolar inside. When you have a high, it's because of how high, what you're thinking, which way you're going, how you understand the conception of what life is all about inside the reality that there's a computer inside our heads coming from a planet somewhere else that couldn't possibly exist. But because you have no other reality that can possibly say that's true, you have to say that it is true. Just let it be true. Even if it's not, you believe it so much, let it be true if it makes you feel better. For you, it's the truth, and that's how you're. And if you're getting smarter and smarter according to what you think, and you're actually up enough to know and hear and understand the reality of what others say. They're saying I'm crazy. I better be quiet no matter how much I believe. Only until they believe can they live in that world. I guess I gotta be home alone. And everybody will make fun when they sort of notice that you're no longer speaking certain words, that you've quietened down over the years because you know we're from another world. So they see us as we walk and they look, hey, he looks out of tune and out of touch. He's like a zombie out there. I'm feeling so good, my friends. I don't want to be anything else other than a zombie to you. Because in my world, it's just too damn nice to have to leave to see what you see. Because who says what you see that doesn't bother anyone else is the right thing? So you can see what you see. But for me, Lucy or Lucid, okay, for the way I am, Lucy in the sky is in my mind. Let it shine bright on my head. We all know in general whether we're hurting anybody. If you feel bad for somebody who's that way, but he says he's good, hey man. If he's good, or she's good, she's good. If you're feeling good, and that's your world, don't tell anybody else how beautiful that world is. To be broken apart from the spirit of what, not only was it communication and television, but it was actually something you were born with inside your DNA that took you away from the coffee cup effect. The coffee cup effect is the effect where this coffee cup, okay, and this are in three different worlds. Okay, let me try and show you. This is it. On one side you have the toilet paper roll. On the other side you have the wood. Okay? They bring this world. This wood brings what it does to this world. This brings what it does to this world. And you're what the world is all about. If you connect to other worlds just like this, regardless of what the computer is thinking, if it's not sending out any viruses, and all the worlds look like this, and you don't actually know what they're thinking inside, it's none of your business. If their world is existing, which helps you to exist for the better of your own world, then what else more do you need other than the survival? It's all about survival. There's only one thing to think, and it's all survival. Because if nothing survived, at the end, there wouldn't be anything at all. Therefore, would you like life, or would you like the end of everything for eternal, only to take that one, whatever it took, to start the whole thing up? I say l'chaim. L-E-C-H-A-I-M. Now I got to look up that word too. I think it's a Jewish word, l'chaim. L-E-C-H-A-I-M. But now that I said that, what if somebody spells it different? So I got to do what they did. And what about doing it in Hebrew? What letters do I use? So I'm going to have to figure this out. Other than that, who's the shortstop? I'm going to do a little video on the 9 players in baseball and how I can amagrammatically, etymology, turn them around into something else and make them exist as to something that we need in order to have the survival of life. Because without survival, if nothing survived, nothing would actually mean anything eventually in time. If you reach to the end where everything has not survived, and this was very important to hold up this, well, when nothing is surviving anymore, then let it all fall down. You may as well drop it now. The end of something now could be the end of everything in the future. Because it's all about survival. Regardless at what point, it's survival right now. So you hold the 2 sticks for now and forever. Forever they break apart. Divorce. Survival. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking part. Irregardless that this video has not ended yet. You want to tell me I'm an idiot? You go right ahead. You want to tell me I'm a jerk? Go right ahead. I'm one step ahead of you. It doesn't matter what you tell me, I am going to learn something. You're going to tell me some words that are going to make me think. So regardless of what you tell me, I learn. And according to me, if I learn something and it's to shut you off or shut you down or continue listening so that the rest of the people on the site can actually say, hey, look at that guy Jerome. Look what he said. Did anybody ever see that stuff this week? Some guy was giving me all kinds of shit. He was telling me I was dumb, I was stupid, I was a moron. And because of that, I had to sit back and say, did I do something wrong in my last video? Somebody is helping to correct me. I have my own team absolutely free correcting things that I have done. Let me think and look deeper. Thank you for the help. My God, without people like that, I don't see 2 sides of the story. And I don't really care really sometimes. My gratitude is there. If you've been in here by mistake, it's no mistake. The future is repetitive. So if you see me, you will reflect me somewhere else, to somebody else. You will tell me about somebody else how stupid I was. And if you didn't, you will not think of me at all. Then otherwise, then you have wasted your time. But not for me. Thank you for watching. 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus in the year 5775. In the cycle, 44, 52, 43 equals to 2021, but 44 equals to 2048. The cycle we are in right now, 7286. This is the cycle right here. Thank you for watching. This becomes the question. Big business, big pharma.